All right guys, we got meatloaf in the pipeline. We've got some roasted garlic spaghetti squash coming up. We're gonna need to pair that up with a nice Pomodoro sauce. So this is gonna be a 4-ingredient tomato sauce. It's one of my favorites. So gather these ingredients and we'll be right back. All right, I've got some minced garlic in the quiver here, so we're gonna use that. I'm gonna mince up an onion. And what'll happen is you can choose to either puree this or not. We're not gonna puree it today, so I'm gonna make all of my cuts pretty consistent. You got one pretty good sized onion, small dice. I'm gonna add some olive oil. When I can cook tomato sauce in a stainless pot, I'll do that. Kind of reacts with aluminum pots, so. And what I'll do here is kind of pull all this onion to the side. And then on the other side, I'm gonna get my garlic going. For just a little bit, and then we'll mix them together and let them cook down. Garlic going, I'm gonna hit a little bit more oil on top of the garlic, and then going with some salt and pepper over both. While that's toasting, I'm gonna pull some basil, fresh basil here. Just pulling the leaves from the stems. Doing my best to leave as much stem attached. The garlic's toasted up now, so I'm just gonna mix it in with the onions. Half sheet pan, right on top. Kind of trap some of that steam in there and let those babies cook, all right? Back over here, we'll finish up our basil with that, and then grab the biggest leaves. Kind of stack them up here, and we'll get the rest of the leaves inside of that little pouch, right? Kind of like a little poochy pouchy. Just come across the face of that. All right guys, let's take a look here. This is right about where I like it. Okay, it's still got a little bit of a body to it. It's not complete mush, but nice and clear. And then I'm gonna add some tomato product. And this is kind of like a ground tomato and a sauce mixed together. Okay guys, I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Just kind of thin this out to the consistency that I like. If we had a couple meatballs or some pieces of meatloaf and we went to coat that with some sauce, it wouldn't run down the side and gather at the bottom, but it wouldn't all just stick up top. It would kind of coat that nicely. And that's what we call nappe, French term. All right, so with this, I'm just gonna bring this up to temp and I'll stir in my basil at this point. And a lot of times you would add sugar too, right? They kind of traditionally will sweeten that up with a little bit of sugar. You don't need that. All right guys, check it out. Boom, we got our nice little simmer going. Got it up to temp. That way we'll get the real deal taste so that you can kind of see. We'll pull a little bit out of here. Just ladle it into this cup. And I know this cup full of it here isn't really flashy, but if you stay tuned to the site, the things we're gonna pair this up with are flashy. So stay away from the store-bought stuff. It's usually packed with sugar and you gotta pay a lot of money for it. So just stick with the cheap ingredients that are fresh, keep it real and keep it paleo, right?